Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? Welcome back to another video. Today's gonna be more of a fun one than anything. Honestly, I think it's gonna be fun for you guys and for me. So, long story short, I've been doing this for over 3 years now. I actually thought the anniversary of my channel being created was April 28th, but it's actually April 18th, so I'm an absolute idiot. I went and double-checked that yesterday, and I realized, wow, I'm late on that. So, for 3 years of making Dragon Ball Super content, I thought it was just about time to go back and look at my first deck profile, which is right up here on the screen. Take a look at my recommended YouTube videos. I've been watching a lot of Wild and Out skits, which have been absolutely hilarious. But anyways, we're gonna go do this. We're gonna look at my first ever deck profile. We're gonna absolutely ridicule me, take me down, tear me down, destroy me down in the comments. It's gonna be a good time. I think it's gonna be hilarious. I think it's honestly a rite of passage for TCG YouTubers. So at this point, 3 years in, we're gonna look back at my first deck profile, absolutely destroy it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for all the years of support, whether you're a day one viewer, whether you're a new viewer, whether you're on the Patreon, or even if you're not even subscribed and one time you came up to me and said, hey, Joey, you made a nice video. I really appreciate it, guys. Anyways, let's get started. Let's have a laugh.
What's up, guys? My name is Joey Palladino.
Joey Palladino.
We went to the San Jose Regional for Dragon Ball Super this past weekend. I got top 6 after Swiss. I lost my first round top 32, but I was totally fine with that. It was a great match.
That game of top 32, I very specifically remember it. Now, keep in mind, back at this point, I was very, very bad at the game, or at least what I would consider bad. But I topped this event, and it kind of made me want to start the channel, right? Because I thought I had some creative takes on decks and whatnot. But yeah, I remember going into that top 32 game and just having no idea what I was doing against a more high-tier player. I got destroyed in the Mecha Apes mirror match. I just remember that being very, very funny, so I wanted to bring that up.
And I was very happy with how the deck performed. So I kind of want to go over it really quick with you guys. So we played Mecha Frieza.
Awful equipment setup, by the way. This is the first video ever.
Playing a different game.
True.
You're not playing Dragon Ball, so glad this got hit. But we'll get into the main deck choices.
This was the one tournament where Mecha Frieza was the full power, by the way.
Explosive Spirit, Son Goku. I was thinking about playing 2, but I really wanted to see it, and I loved it every time I saw it. 4 Planet Vegetas. Search your old deck. Flip your Apes back up. It's really
smart
good.
man. Smart man.
4 Shugesh. Not as strong as an A variant, but it's still very strong to get your play.
Man, I miss Shugesh. This might sound kind of crazy, but man, that card was a lot of fun, dude. I mean, it was absolutely broken. Like, of course, it had to get banned, but oh man, Shugesh just allowed some really insane plays. And it's funny, they made a super combo that's kind of like Shugesh now with the 1-drop Bulma Red super combo, but I say that I miss it now. Honestly, if it came back, it would probably be very annoying, even though Time Control Klonoa is absolutely a card. And that was the thing for a while, right? Like, people were only playing 2 copies of Shugesh because other people were main deck teching Klonoa, but do you really want to force people to main deck tech Klonoa? Probably not. Honestly, Mecha Frieza would actually be pretty stupid with Shugesh because you could obviously search it for free with Planet Vegeta, and then you have cards like SS3 Goku Absolute Annihilation, which you could play for Shugesh for free. Like, Absolute Annihilation is an excellent card, but the fact that you have to play it for 3 obviously makes it much more fair. Playing that for 0 would be absolutely insane.
I started 4 Bardock. The double strike was very relevant. I didn't think the Tora combo was worth it.
Yes, we know double strike's good. I don't even remember what the Tora combo did, to be honest.
Vegeta, critical, searches for other apes. Very, very good.
Very, very good.
4 March. This card is still very good going forward. Don't sleep on Super Saiyan 3 apes.
Okay, here's what I'm saying here. In Mecha Frieza, you can activate this card for 2 energy because it's a 4-cost extra card, and then on your backside, I believe it reduced it all the way down to 2. And then there was like the Super Saiyan 3 Apes deck. If you guys remember the Super Saiyan 3 leader that also had to be banned eventually. This card was somewhat playable in that deck, but I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Apes never took off like Mecha Frieza Apes did. Apes was pretty much dead after Mecha Frieza was done doing its thing.
It's a Pot of Greed for 4 energy, and in SS3 it's a Pot of Greed for 1 energy if they're awakened, and drops 2 4-drops. Very strong.
I still play on this playmat today, by the way. I've definitely done some deck profiles on it.
Gives all your guys barrier. Really good.
Really good.
This guy searches all your different apes.
This guy off Shugesh. That was a good time. Man, I'm just like speeding through his deck profile.
It was fine. It was very good against veggies.
Hold on. We played 3 Cold Bloodlust in a Mecha Frieza deck at full power. Okay, this is an absolute issue. I don't know what I was thinking. I really hope the 4th one's in the side deck because, I don't know. Knowing what I know now, I guess maybe this is too much hindsight. But back then, like, Mecha Apes and Mecha Veggies were like the top dogs, right? And keep in mind, this was, again, almost what, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever the case is. And yeah, those 2 decks were top dog. You also had Mecha GT, which had a potential turn 1 kill, but honestly, if you just negated any of their key attacks, that deck could not kill you. So I think Cold Bloodlust was honestly probably a 4 of. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Tried in the 4th when I needed it. 3 Nimbus, better than all your blockers.
Yeah,
just let you live
3's good.
on turns where your opponent tries to get wider than you.
Funny, you play a deck full of blockers,
blockers,
and Nimbus is better than all that.
4 Sense of Being, Energy Manipulation, sets up double March plays, really good. 4 Manaka, I saw people play less than 4. I don't know. I didn't see why to play 4 less.
Yeah, so Manaka is a really funny one, man, because this card only became like semi-popular again because Blue Zamasu was able to play it pretty effectively. That leader that, you know, sacks an energy, gains dual attack, and then you activate Manaka, replaces itself, gives the leader double strike. So that was a cool thing that actually brought Manaka back. But before this, which this is what, set 3. So Manaka, absolutely unplayable card. I think some people teched it in Crit Vegeta in set 1. But I think when set 2 came about, people started playing blue-green Vegeta, and they just played Champa, like Further Instruction Champa. They also played blue-red Vegeta that played the 1-drop Champa that could search Further Instruction Champa. If you guys are newer players, you might not even know there's a 1-drop Champa. Look at top 7, add a red Champa. So you can actually search Further Instruction Champa. People used to play a whole entire Champa engine, man. I said Champa way too many times. Let's keep going with this deck profile.
Less than 4 pot agreed. 1 Fu for the overwhelm cards.
This card is still good. Don't let anyone tell you that Scientist Fu is not good anymore. If you guys have been seeing my profiles on the Patreon, and I think my TN profile here on the channel from a week or 2 ago, Scientist Fu is still a good card. Just think about it this way, man. How is this card power crept? 1 energy, draw 2, 25k double striker. Only downside is that it costs an energy and is a 1 energy 10k combo. But now every deck has these super combos that puts a dead card at the bottom of your deck to draw 2. That makes the downside absolutely nothing. And like the alternative to this is like Bardock fighting against Fates, which like the upside to that is that it's free. Like doesn't cost energy to overwhelm it out. But for 1 energy, I'll gladly draw 2 cards. Yeah, Mirror I Saw from the Sky is also a good card, but I like drawing 2 cards. Especially when you're going for game, you don't quite need that extra energy back on your opponent's turn.
Wanted to play a second one, just couldn't find the space. I ended up going with the 3 Kid Gokus instead. 3 Objection. I played the Objection build. I thought it was just a very good general card against every deck. The energy acceleration and the extra.
What am I doing with my fingers right there? Well, hold up. This is how you know that I'm Italian, right? Watch this. Ready?
3 Objection. I played the Objection build. I thought it was just a very good general card against every deck.
Dude, that's such an Italian thing.
And the extra
pointing with my fingers like
really
that.
Good. And it was a very easy side out for more specific cards for certain matchups. And then I played 3 Zarbon in the main deck.
Yes.
Not a lot of people play this card. I thought it was very, very good.
This was an OP tech.
There's a nifty combo in the extra deck with King Vegeta's Surprise Attack, where you restand a blocker with 30k Revenge. And he just helps you not get killed when they get wide on you.
All right, so that's the main deck. We're about to go and take a look at the side deck. God, stop me. But anyways, so in this deck, right, so the leader had to get errated. Objection got banned. Shugesh got banned. And was there anything else that I missed there that was affected on the ban list? I talked about SS3, which also eventually got limited. The early days of the game were not a very bright time in the game's history, right? So that's kind of funny. Also, you can see like in the top left corner of the screen, my tattoo that I like just got that tattoo on my right arm back when this video was taken. I was living in California at the time. Now I live in New Jersey. Long story short, but yeah, man, now it's all filled in with color. It's been filled in with color for a long time. It's kind of cool there, you know. It's Daredevil and Jesse Custer from 2 of my favorite comic books. If you guys know who they are, just a fun fact about me. We sped through that main deck in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Clear veggies, very good.
Solid side deck card, yeah.
2 Gotens, kind of for the same thing. Kills blockers.
Man, I used to consider this card in so many decks. Removal back then was like so hard to come by, and thank goodness I see the 4th Cold Bloodlust on my side deck.
4th Bloodlust when they had a main deck reliant type of deck.
Yep.
Father Son Kamehameha. For the mirror match, for the 8 mirror match, when they set up apes before they're at 4 energy, just clears them, helps you awaken.
Yep. Man, I gotta shout out Logan. If you guys have been watching my channel for like the longest amount of time, my friend Logan, shout out to you, man. He told me, I remember him specifically telling me, dude, deck profiles, get through them, go fast. And now everybody knows like YouTube videos, they gotta be anywhere from 8 to 10 to 12 minutes. Ideally, you don't go over 12 minutes because then you don't retain viewers, right? They kind of just click off the video and it makes your video do bad. But yeah, like this was not the right way to do it. I mean, maybe for just starting your channel, maybe it was the right way to go, but this is like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing where you just like speed through the deck profile over in 5, 10, or less than 10 minutes. I don't know. This is just so funny though. Shout out to Logan and the guys in California.
2 King Vegeta Surprise Attacks. Really good with the combo with Zarbon, like I mentioned.
Not bad, not bad.
2 Mafuba. This is really good in the GT matchup, which I played against twice.
Yep.
And it's really good against the 8 mirror.
So funny thing, I beat Mecha GT twice, which like that was a scary deck of this tournament, right? Because it was like a turn 1 kill deck or whatever. I had one loss in Swiss in this event. My one loss, man, I played against Mecha Mirrors, beat them all. Played against like other somewhat rogue decks, beat them all. I played against a Dr. Mew, and I think this is a player from Bearded Collectibles at the time. At the time, Bearded Collectibles had a bigger team. I think it was a player from their team back then, and he was playing Dr. Mew with Chain Attack Zeno in it, and I lost to that because I just didn't respect his deck at all. And that was the tournament I learned to respect anyone that sits across from me and respect their deck, because if they have some insane strategy like that, like Chain Zeno, which at that tournament was just coming out, like I think it was Danny Hype who just started playing SS3 with Chain Attack Zeno. I don't necessarily think he invented the combo, but he was playing it there and doing very well with it. So with that being said, I lost to a red leader with Chain Attack Zeno as Mecha Frieza, the most broken tier 0 deck in the format, because I just, you know, charged my Cold Bloodlust or didn't keep them in hand, whatever the case was. I didn't have a Cold Bloodlust for when he played Chain Attack, and man, that was so funny to think about.
2 weeks Coercion and the last Nimbus. It was really good against Mass Saiyan.
We finished the profile in 3 minutes. What do I do for the rest of this 1 minute and 30 seconds?
So that's the deck profile, guys. I want to like briefly touch on the tournament report.
Okay, I remember how uncomfortable I was doing this. Like, I wanted to start the channel, don't get me wrong, but I remember how uncomfortable I was, like, recording this video. I remember, like, this scratchiness in my voice that you can maybe kind of tell from watching the video. Like, now it's just like I'm talking to my best friends, right? Like, now it's just like I'm talking to people I've known forever. I'm super comfortable with it. But back here, man, I remember how uncomfortable this was. This is so funny.
Round 1, I played against Christian from Super Players. He played Mecha GT.
Oh, wow. I played against Christian Super Players. I forgot about that.
Round 2, S3 Veggies. I won 2-0. Round 3, I got 2-0'd by Dr. Mew. That was amazing.
I don't remember talking about this, but yeah, I guess I did.
Shout out to him. He was the man. Tyler Williams. Round 4, I won 2-1 against Mecha GT. Round 5 was SS3 Apes. Like I said, don't sleep on that deck. Round 6, Beerus was on stream. You can catch that on Twitch.
That was a cool stream game. I loved going back to watch that stream game because, like, my first ever stream game, I don't think I ever played a stream game in Yu-Gi-Oh! Either at a regional or anything. So my first ever game on stream, I won. That was pretty awesome.
2-0. Mass Saiyan was round 7. I won 2-0.
That was
round
a good road
8,
deck back then.
Mecha Veggies. I won 2-0 again. And then round 9, 2-1 against SS3 Apes. I actually 9
rounds, man. I haven't played in a 9-round event in so long, dude. Please open everything back up. I have not played in a 9-round event in so long. Even though when you're there and like you're playing in a 9-round event, it kind of gets a little tiresome. But man, that's a good feeling.
Because of a niche ruling situation where if you bloodlust a March, they come on the board and if they have the big King Vegeta, they don't gain the barrier. So my opponent swung on my life with a bloodlusted ape, and I was at 1 life and I let it go through. I didn't block or anything. He pumped his whole hand into it, not knowing his ruling, and I just Shugesh Kid Goku'd it.
Me and my friends were going nuts about that ruling before we went to the tournament.
Top 32, I lost 1-2 to the 8-mirror match. Great match. Shout out to Victor from New Jersey. He's the man.
From Jersey, my home state.
So that's the deck profile, guys. A little bit about the meta going forward. Obviously, Mecha Frieza has been errated, and that's taking place May 1st. So going forward, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared about the future of the game. I kind of feel like Cell just stomps everything that isn't able to play Bloodlust.
Interesting.
So that's kind of scary, but I'm hoping that enough Frieza will roam around the meta to keep Cell and Android 13, because that combo is done.
What a terrible take.
I'm hoping enough Frieza stays in the format to keep those decks in check, where other decks can still compete. Kind of like Set 2 format, but now Cell has a lot more toys where they can drop your hand to 0, and so does Android 13. So it's going to be an interesting meta to see. I'm glad that I feel like the community wants to play a lot of different decks. I don't think people want it to be a stale game, which I think is really good.
Pretty sure I'm sweating in this video.
That's my little thought process going into this next format. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out. I hope I'm wrong when I say
332 views.
Cell just stomps everything and Frieza stomps Cell, but we'll
332 sad souls had to watch my first ever YouTube video, man. Thank you guys so much for just being here with me from day one. I wonder if any of you guys are still here from this day one video. If you guys watched this video on release and are still here, please comment down below. I want to know. But again, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I honestly, it was pretty funny taking a stroll through memory lane. But I want to thank you guys so much. We're going to continue to pump out great content. I'll see you guys next time.